Hey, you all. Welcome to another edition of Yoga from the Comfort of Your Own Chair. Find a comfortable spot sitting up towards the front of your chair. Feel balanced side to side in your sitting bones. Notice if one hip feels higher than the other, just press down a little bit more through that hip. Shift forward a little bit and back a little bit. To one side a bit and the other side a bit. Find a sweet spot that feels pretty balanced to you. And then notice your breathing. As always, feeling grateful that your body will breathe you, even if you're not paying attention. Using these breaths to ground you in this moment. Notice where your breath moves. Where it might feel a little stuck. And then inhale your shoulders forward and up. Draw them back, shoulder blades squeeze, and exhale, melting them down your back. Again, like that, forward up as you inhale. Back and down as you exhale. One more time like that, forward and up. Back and down. Other direction, so back and up. Inhaling and then forward and down to exhale. Again, like that. Back and up, inhaling. Forward and down, exhaling. One more time. Then any freestyle shoulder roll that feels good. Yeah. Coming back to some stillness. Find that balance on your sitting bones on the chair. And start to rock your pelvis as that bowl right here in your center. Rock it forward a little bit. Feeling balanced side to side. And then rock it back a little bit. And rock it forward. And start moving to the side. And then back. The other side and forward. Again, like that. Making little circles here in the hip joints. Yeah. Keep breathing. And then go in the other direction. Okay, one more time. Okay, and then coming back to center, hands on your palms, breathing here. Hold on to one of your shins, either side, maybe lacing your fingers, holding on here, moving your ankle around in one direction and the other, maybe cracking your toes a bit, finding any movement in direction here. Finding movement in all of the joints, starting from the toes and ankle. And then start to open and close your knee, just like a door or a very good book. Just waking up the hip joint a little bit more. And now bring your hand to the knees, start to make circles in one direction and in the other direction. If you want to make these circles a bit bigger, you can keep the hand on the same side on the knee and then bring the other hand to the chair and maybe finding some more space for the circles. Really nice. And then lacing your fingers behind your thigh, as close down to the hip joint as feels comfortable. As you inhale, press your foot out, like you're stomping on the brakes or gas, whatever you need right now. As you exhale, start to curve in, bring your knee towards your chest or your nose. So inhale, pressing out, maybe lifting your chest a bit in that cow pose, lifting your chin. And as you exhale, rounding, tucking your chin, tucking your navel towards your spine. Inhale to press out, lifting. And exhale to tuck in. One more time to press out, inhaling. And then exhale, start to gather your shin into your hands, squeezing your knee in towards your chest, and start to just rock gently, maybe with your hands. Maybe you can even hug with your forearms a little bit. Maybe you feel this a little bit, starting in your hip to find a stretch. As always, only moving to the areas of relative ease and comfort. If it starts to feel a little bit too much, trust that intuition your body's telling you to slow down, breathe, imagine you're going farther. That's perfect. Maybe you start to cross over your foot and then using the opposite arm. So here's my leg on this side, the other arm is coming to hug in here. I'm just hugging a bit here. Maybe I'm feeling more of a stretch here in the hip. Really good. We're going to be moving towards a twist in the opposite direction. So my toes are facing that way. I'm going to start going this way, but just a little bit of a time, kind of like that wringing out a towel from the bottom up. So inhaling to lengthen. Exhale to twist the bottom ribs around. Inhale, lengthening the back of my neck. That's the top of your spine. And exhale, turning, maybe that back hand holds onto the chair or the seat here. Collarbones are wide. Inhale, lengthening the top of the head towards the ceiling. And exhale, turning maybe my chin around, jaws relaxed. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, turning my eyes to look around me, my tongue is relaxed. Inhaling here. Exhale, starting with the bottom ribs to wrap around, and then the sternum here in the middle of the chest, and then the chin, and then the eyes. Holding on here, keep breathing. And then use the other arm to wrap your knee, and the free arm will hold on just to the bottom of your ankle. And start to just rock side to side, maybe as if this is a little baby. Even kiss your knee if that's available. Nice. And then finding some stillness, place that ankle over the bent leg thigh, close to the knee. Toes can flare towards the knee here to protect the knee joint. And wherever you are, that's perfectly great. So maybe your knee is all the way up here, maybe it's all the way down, wherever it is. And you can play with the intensity. So if you want to notch it up, move forward a bit. If you want to turn it down a few levels, you can lean back. You can even hold onto the chair behind you. That'll relieve a little bit. Maybe you start to move forward a little bit as the hip starts to relax. Breathing here. Notice what comes up. Notice if your breath starts to feel shallow, if you're clenching in your jaw. Start to release that. Release the space between your eyebrows. With your breath, imagine you can send it to any area that feels like it needs some more care. Maybe in this pose, it's right here to the outer hip. Can you imagine you're massaging from the inside with your breath? Even if you can't change the pose you're in, can you change your attitude towards it? Maybe finding places to rest into this pose or spots to breathe into around your rib cage. Maybe you open your mouth just a little bit Let your jaw swing side to side really gently, as if it's just an empty swing on the playground with the wind blowing it each way. So. Nice. Inhaling through your nose here. Open your mouth, release with a sigh. Gathering your knee once again into your hands. Maybe roll your ankle in some more, make any movements that feel good. You can go, yeah, all around. Good. And then place that foot on the floor. Feel how you feel side to side. Really good. And when you're ready, gather up the other knee, lace the fingers, start to twirl your ankle in one direction and in the other direction, cracking your toes, opening up all these joints. Rocking your knees side to side, hinging on a door or reading a very delightful book. Rotate around in one direction, the other direction. You even keep that same side hand there, put the other hand back to make your circles a little bit wider. Yeah. And then lacing behind the thigh, close down towards the hip. As you inhale, press your foot away like you're stomp on the gas or the brakes, whatever you need more this time of day. Lifting your chest, looking up. And then exhale, curving in, drawing your knee towards your nose, navel towards your spine, exhaling. Inhale to press away. Exhale to gather in, curving in. Inhale to press away. Collarbones wide. Exhale to curve. One more inhalation, lifting. And then exhale, coming back to center. Bring your hands towards your shin, getting a nice rock. Maybe you bring your forearms for a nice hug. As always, moving to where it feels comfortable, trusting your body, that if it's saying ouch, to listen to that. Teaching your body to trust itself. And then holding on with the opposite arm, hugging in. Maybe you stay here, maybe the ankle comes to the opposite side. So you start to feel it in the outside of this hip. Coming into a twist here, your arm can stay up or bring behind you. As you inhale, lengthen, collarbones are wide. As you exhale, just move the bottom ribs around. Inhale to sit up tall, back of the neck, top of the spine lengthens. As you exhale, turn your chin around. Jaws relaxed. Inhale the top of your head towards the ceiling. Exhale, turning your eyes to look behind you. Tongue is relaxed. Inhaling here. And then as you exhale, the bottom ribs first, and then the sternum, and the chin, and the eyes. Take that same arm as the leg to hold onto your knee. The other hand can come just under the ankle. Start to rock side to side a little bit. Yeah, maybe you kiss the baby. And then placing that ankle just here on the thigh above the knee. Noting that this side could feel very different than the other side. It's pretty normal. You haven't been stretching it like you did the other side. Choosing your level of intensity, notching it up by coming forward or back by leaning back. Finding that sweet spot where you breathe, your toes can flare up towards your knee to give some stability to the knee joint. Relaxing your shoulders, your jaw. Notice if anything is coming up or tightening up, again, in your jaw and your tongue and your thoughts. Given that we'll be in this pose for several breaths more, how can you pretend like you're having fun? Maybe you send your breath to an area that feels especially tight, maybe in your hip, massaging from the inside. Playing with breath exploration. Inhaling through your nostrils. Open your mouth, exhale with a sigh, clearing out, leaning back to gather your shin again, twirl your ankle, move your hip joint all over the place. And then coming back to stillness, finding your balance, your center. Notice the quality of your breath, your thoughts. Feeling that spark of gratitude for all the amazing things your body can do. Thanks so much. Have a wonderful rest of your day and see you next time.